Here are 15 best free games to play on your school PC. I gotta start this list with Slow Roads because this game is basically therapy disguised as a browser game. You just, drive. That's it. There are no timers, no sweaty tryhards zooming around, no pressure. You just gotta chill on endless roads that make you feel like you're in some aesthetic driving video on TikTok. It's the kind of game you open for like 5 minutes, and you also get to change the vehicles to bikes, cars, even trucks, and suddenly it's been an hour. Honestly, Slow Roads is slow gaming at its finest. Next up, we got zomsroyale.io, and listen, this game is cracked for a browser battle royale. The game's fast, action-packed, and somehow it always ends with that one guy who refuses to die no matter how many times you blast him. It feels like this weird mix of Fortnite and PUBG that runs on literally any device, including your toaster. The best part is playing with friends, which becomes peak comedy. You'll drop in, panic loot everything like gremlins, and then scream when a squad pushes you. It's stupid fun, and that's the best kind. And before we move on, our official partner, Eneba, is running the biggest sale of the entire year. So if you want to snag some massive cashbacks, now's the time. I'm talking deals on Mafia, Old Country, Cyberpunk, Borderlands 4, and all the heavy hitters. You can even grab FC 26 points or Fortnite V-Bucks for cheap, and thousands more in-game items are up for grabs. This Black Friday deal is ending soon, so don't wait up, because this is a once-in-a-year sale. Also, don't forget, Eneba is giving away a 4K Alienware monitor that brings pure heat to any setup. All you need to do is join the giveaway using my link down in the description and invite your friends to increase your chances. Then we have Venge.io. This is honestly one of the more popular browser games. It's a straight-up FPS with clean visuals, fast gunplay, and surprisingly sweaty lobbies. Like, I usually hop in thinking I will dominate, and suddenly some dude with 12,000 hours is bunny hopping around the map. But the thing that makes it worth it is that it's fun, it's quick, and it's really competitive. You might already know about this one. Then we've got Stein World, and bro, this one is a whole MMO in your browser. It's a real MMO where you got quests, dungeons, gear, everything, and you don't have to download a single thing. It gives that spot on old school RPG energy, the kind where you're just grinding, exploring, and kind of vibing. You can surely play with friends, which is always great. You get to run around doing quests while pretending you know what you're doing, which I mostly do. This is another great option for those who are into real-time action MMOs. Then, we got this game called Station Meltdown, which is basically like Overcooked, with a spaceship theme to it. You run around fixing stuff, putting out fires, stopping meltdowns, and trying not to explode the entire station while yelling at your teammates. It's frantic in the best way possible. 1 minute, everything is chill. The next minute, the whole place is on fire, and someone is blaming you even though you were literally saving the reactor. Then we got a really nice sports game called Basketball Stars, and this game is basically pure ego fuel. It's an NBA-inspired browser game where you play as your favorite basketball stars and try to beat the crap out of your rivals. The controls are simple, the games are quick, and every match turns into a competition to see who can flex the hardest. Or you can steal the ball, dunk on your buddy, and then act like it was all skill. The game's really fun, although dumb, but it's got that one more round energy. While we're talking about sports, we also got Riders Downhill Racing, and yeah, this one goes way harder than it needs to for a browser game. You're flying down mountains, dodging trees, drifting around corners. Sure, it gets choppy at times, but it's still really good for a browser game. The speed feels insane, and half the time you're just praying you don't slam into a rock at 200 miles per hour. It's the perfect game if you want to feel like a pro biker without, actually having to go outside. Or if you are not into bikes, we also got Rally Drift Racer. For those who love sliding your car around like a Fast and Furious scene, this game allows you to drift your cars on different tracks and terrains using a bunch of different rally cars. You can go for asphalt or dirt tracks if that's more your vibe. And this is all about those clean drifts, tight turns, and that satisfying moment when you nail a corner perfectly and feel like a driving god. Even if you're terrible at racing games, this one still gives you good fun, and it's easy to get into. Then we got Prison Escape, which is basically you trying to get out of jail using a ton of different tactics. You sneak around, plan your escape, and somehow always end up in a weird situation that wasn't part of the plan. It's kind of goofy, kind of intense, and definitely the type of game that keeps you busy for a very long time. So basically, if you like puzzle-ish, stealth-ish kind of games, this one is surprisingly entertaining and equally challenging. Then we have Oops No Brakes, and the title already tells you everything you need to know. You're basically driving a little car that refuses to stop, and your only job is to not absolutely destroy yourself on every corner. The longer you survive, the faster it gets, and suddenly you're sweating over a browser game like it's a ranked match, which is funny, but also kind of makes it addicting. The game's pretty simple, it's a simple idea, but the execution is what makes it so great in the first place. Then we have Shell Shockers, and this one doesn't need any introduction. It's already like a legendary FPS. If you've never been shot in the face by an egg with a shotgun, you haven't tried the best free browser game. This one is hilarious, fast, and surprisingly competitive for a free-to-play game. You run around as an egg, crack other eggs, or get cracked yourself, of course, and then pretend it was lag. I have played it a lot of times with friends, and it's always been a memorable experience. Then we got Gridpunk 3v3, and this one is more like a mini hero shooter turned into a party game. It's got pretty fast matches, flashy abilities, and non-stop shooting and cursing. You can just hop in, pick a character, and instantly start causing mayhem with your team. You don't have to get into those heavy systems to run those hero shooters. You can just do it with this Gridpunk game. It's not perfect, and it's not supposed to be, but it's still great for those quick but sweaty matches, without committing your whole life to it. This next game is all about parkour. It's called Rooftop Run, and it's basically you pulling off crazy moves. You're sprinting across rooftops, sliding, jumping, dodging obstacles, and looking way cooler than you actually are. It's fast, it's smooth, and it gives that endless runner adrenaline rush where every small mistake sends you straight into the very beginning. Great way to waste time, in the best possible way. And finally, Krunker.io, the king of how is this so good for a browser game? Like, it's pure, no-nonsense FPS with crisp movement, clean gunplay, and lobbies full of people who will absolutely destroy you while doing trick shots because they've been at it for a very long time. You start off thinking you're gonna chill, and 5 minutes later you're sweating, slide hopping, and chasing kill streaks like your life depends on it. Krunker is just peak browser FPS, nothing else comes close.